I would like to start by introducing our guest of the evening today, Rajiv Diwan. So, Mr. Rajiv Diwan, for most of you, the name is very synonymous and known. He is been one of the legendary pioneer, and from the time when I know him, from the last 3 years that I know him, he's been that one person who is a go-to person in Jaipur area. I have seen what all things he has done under his leadership. He's currently he's currently the president of Sitapur Industrial Area, Sitapur Industrial Association, which is about 2,200 companies on board. He's also a patent member of AGES in Sitapura. He is also a local member committee for ATDS. And about his company, Mamas, the company which is founded in mid-1980s, is now about 1,200 people company, a star export house, wherein Rajiv ji is managing director, and he is on a mission to lead by example. So the way I know him, he's a leader by example. I have seen him personally. I've met him. I have seen his initiatives happening in the Jaipur area. So there is too much to talk about it, but we will cover his journey with every one of us now. So before I started, I want to say Mamas is a factory which is there in Jaipur. They have got 3 factories, and they are one of the largest exporters out of Jaipur to Walmart. So one of the biggest, volume-based buyers, American buyers. So they are comparatively doing it to all American buyers. And Walmart, being the #1, can talk about what kind of quality parameters that they will be doing, what kind of pricing methods they will be doing. So it, in total, I would say one buyer itself is, synonymous to the kind of level of factories that Rajiv ji has put in together. So without taking too much of time, let us now quickly hear directly from Rajiv ji. Rajiv ji, welcome to Sotex Connect, and it's an honor to have you on the session today.
Thank you, Sonal. But let me remind you, I've been telling you I'm not the right guy for this, because I have a different perspective towards life, different thought process. It's very difficult to gel with so many people. But you insisted, my friend, so I'm here, to share all the secrets of what I have faced during my starting days, And secondly, I would like to correct here, Sonal, I was president of Sitapura Industrial Area for 9 years, and then I became their president. Right now, I am a patron in the AGES, Garment Exporter Association of Sitapura. They have around 150 members here, so I'm taking care of the local area, regional area. Sorry for correcting.
Thank you so much, and I apologize for any miscommunication. But see, the kind of journey that you had, 35 years, and the kind of leadership, legacy that you created, I think that is unparalleled. And the kind of work, the way Jaipur as a cluster has been put up on the world stage. Personally, I have been associated with the Jaipur cluster over the last 3 years, and I have seen the kind of initiatives that have been taken up by GAIR, and it is unbelievable. Under your leadership, there have been a lot of things that we have seen it together. So before I start, there is too much which I know, and very little that I know, and I'm sure most of the people who are there in the room today, they would be knowing very little about your past. So let's start your journey from the past. Tell us a little bit about what has been your initial days when you started Mamart, and what was the support that you got from your family?
Sonal, to start with, to be very honest with you, I did my graduation. I am a plain graduate, commerce graduate from Rajasthan University. Not much of a qualification types, but after having my BCom degree, there was one fatur in my mind, I have to do business. I have to do business. And I used to tell my parents, my parents, to be honest, had only the blessings what they could offer me, not much of a financial support initially. So my father used to laugh and say, okay. Then he suggested me that you better go to serve under some Marwadi. Take some, I'm very honestly, I'm telling you point blank grassroots level story, which I have never shared with anybody. And today I'm getting it on the records. So he said, beta tu, if you want to do business, he wanted to just, sideline ho jaye kisi tarah se, business ka fatur hat jaye. So he said, you better work under some Marwadi because you being a Punjabi, you won't fit into the business circumstances right away. So I said, okay, dad. Then I went to Ranchi, Bihar. I was working in a oxygen dissolved acetylene manufacturing factory. And I worked there for 3 years. They were a Marwadi owned company. But after 3 years, that same Fatur said, no, nothing doing. I came over to Jaipur, left the job when I was at my peak. I was the sales manager there. And that time, I'm talking about late 70s, I used to get around 25,000 bucks, with Gadi, with Makan and everything. And I just left it and came over to Jaipur. I said, no, this is not my cup of tea. Then there was my father's friend. He was into glue industry. It's an adhesive made out of animal bones extract. Very nasty industry, but he was into that industry. He had an industry in Falna. And he said, yeah, come on, let's set up this factory in Jaipur. And I was just wanting to do business. That was my bottom line. So I said, okay, come. We started that industry. It was running very smoothly, but unfortunately, I lost my technical partner. So I had to wind up that industry. And I was on lookout for some business, with no money left, no nothing. Somebody suggested, hey, why don't you come over to the garment export line? We have only 10 people here in Jaipur who are into garment exports, and aane wale time pe this line is going to be too good, and it's made for you, basically. That's what my close friend suggested. It's all the pomp and show and glamour. That time that was the more attraction to a youth. So, and then I decided, yes. And to be honest with you, day one, with no money, no knowledge about garment, no nothing, how to get what fabric it is, blah, 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 zero. And I said, no, this is it. Now I have to set my career in garment export line. So I started with a little bit help from my sister, from my father, and bought 5 umbrella machine. That was the time when it was umbrella machine, and no technology phase tha, wo koi jante hi nahi the technology kya hota hai. And then Jaipur had its own constraints, no fabric, no printing, dyeing, no tailors, no technical staff, and garment export karna hai ji types. So anyway, I started with that. My family, trust me, Sonal, I'm just telling you, my family. See, my father, I lost him in 1999. He's my God. I treat him as a God. My mother, 90 years old, she's still with me.
Wonderful.
My younger brother, he's 10 years younger to me, Rakesh Dewan. He's known as Chachu in the fraternity here in Jaipur and in the northern side. My wife, everybody supported me during that phase when it was a fight for survival. It was not fight for setting up a business and creating your own line. It was just basically how to sustain. So my family has been a backbone from day one till today. They have been absolutely supportive. My brother, in spite of we have all the fights, everything, he is with me. And that's how the journey started. I'm talking mid 80s. And then, it's a constant, gradual process of struggle and all. That's part of the game.
Sir, I
This
know
is a brief
that.
history.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for, and sorry for cutting you. So I know the journey is always tough when you start. And no entrepreneur has had a tough times and the success times. So if you want to share quickly, what were your tough times in the initial days and where did you start getting your initial success?
Sonal, very, very tough. It was non-technology world.
I can
Even if you
understand.
have to call a buyer, you had to wait, get the call booked, and staff nahi hai. Then quota system was there at that time, which for a fresh startup like me was a big hindrance. But there have always been, good things and bad things, and fortune, they favor the brave, as they say. And my
Hmm.
basic thought process, motivation, whatever was, कि नहीं हमें तो करना है. We have to come out of it. We have to initially survive and then sustain was the thought. Because उस वक्त 10, 15, 20 हजार रुपए महीने के भी लड़ाई होती थी कि भाई कहाँ से आएंगे, to be honest
Hmm.
with you.
Hmm.
So we had a mixed bag, all struggles, all problems, and then something good going on. So that's how it started. There are too many things, too many hindrances. From every side, it was a hindrance. Manufacturing side, buyer wise, survival wise. But as we say, show must go on. I was just motivated. Nahi, yahi karna hai. That spirit maybe brought me. And बस वो है ना, मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया हर फिक्र को धुएं में. एंड honestly I'm a chain smoker. मैं तो धुएं में ही उड़ाता हुआ चला गया जिंदगी भर. I just kept on moving forward.
Wonderful. So, what were some of your key steps that you took initially that helped you to grow in the business?
See, a failure is a great teacher, they say. वो होता है,
Hmm.
but it's only good till you don't repeat them. So
Hmm.
failure was a very good teacher to me. And
Hmm.
secondly, changing constantly with the times. That is
Hmm.
very, very important. पहले कुछ नहीं था टेक्नोलॉजी के नाम पे. धीरे धीरे सब डेवलपमेंट्स होती रही. मैं
Hmm.
सोटेक से भी कनेक्ट हुआ, सोनल से भी कनेक्ट हुआ. बहुत सारी सर्विसेज आई एम टेकिंग फ्रॉम सोटेक्स. यू पीपल आर वेरी मच ग्रास रूट लेवल वर्कर्स, एंड बहुत सपोर्ट एक दूसरे से मिलता है. एंड then we have been in, you have to change, with the times. I just give you a small example. Like it was Woven's till mid
Hmm.
90s.
Yeah.
Woven's chal raha hai. Then suddenly my brother suggests that no, bhaiya, now the time is going to change, and I feel that knits is going to come up. So
Hmm.
we started doing something with the knits, the printed knits, basic printed knitted tees, and with embroideries and handwork types.
Hmm.
And you won't believe, like in 88, 99, 2000 onwards, Myanmar was known as Tees Factory, tea man, t-shirt man. It was like that. We did every day a container, one container a day for 7 years. We did of t-shirts.
Wow.
And then suddenly my brother, he's a marketing kida. He is a marketing guy out and out. He tells me, nahi bhaiya, now the trend is going to shift to wovens once again. So we shifted. So that's what I'm saying. Constantly changing with the times,
Hmm.
the technology upgradations in between.
Hmm.
You have to be very positive in your thought and and this line basically is like it teaches you every day. Even a helper will come you and he will teach you something which even your big technocrats and managers don't know much about it. So it's a
Hmm.
different ball game, and that's how it has to go on.
Wow. So now I know for a matter of fact, though I said Walmart because that was, the best buyer you had in American standards. And I know for a fact that you not only work with Walmart, you work with host of buyers and or not only overseas, but within the domestic, you work with Reliance, you work with Pantaloon and host of domestic buyers. So how do you maintain the quality and standards while working with so many different, diverse set of buyers?
See, our mantra basically is never let your guard down. Never, ever. And regarding these domestic brands, what you're talking about, yes, we are doing with almost all the brands. But the category, what we are supplying them or dealing with them is absolutely, absolutely Indo-Western categories. We are not
Hmm.
doing basic kurtis or basic kind of things. And we have requested them to please get compliance things, because they had to learn so many things. They wanted to upgrade themselves. And what we are working with them is absolutely, they are working with the compliant factories. The standards of the quality standards, what they are taking is absolutely, absolutely international level. So working with a domestic brand is not a problem. The only thing is you have to upgrade yourself technology-wise, compliance-wise, CAD, ERP, all these systems what are required, you have to have it. And we are working with them also, surely.
Sir, looking forward to your vision on the growth of Vanmart, what exactly are you, how you frame the vision of your company to create this sustainable growth?
Those, I've played my innings. Let me be very honest with you.
But you still have too much of energy and everybody look forward to you.
I mean, I've handed over the baton to my brother, Rakesh Devan. He is guiding. I have a son and I have a nephew. He also has a son. So Jigar is my son. He's a qualified Niftian.
Okay.
Avvek is my chachu's son, my nephew. He is from Pearl, and then he went for an advanced studies to London. So honestly, I've given the baton to them. They are all technocrats. My brother, he himself is a MBA guy. He's done his MBA in those times. And I just told him, "Ke aaja tu kaam chhod ke and let's do the business." And he very politely, he was getting 32,000 rupees, 86, 87 May. He was working with Philips and he came and joined me. So I have a full trust on them. I've given them the best of the upbringing, the values, the best of the education. Now it is up to them to do it well. And since 1988, we are growing, and God willing, we will definitely grow. They will take the Mamaarts to the new heights. This is what I presume. But I don't interfere, don't intervene. Let them learn from their failures. They have failed in most of the shippings or some problem here or there. And I just laugh. I feel very happy that they are learning, And since they can afford it, why not? Yeah, give them a break. Let them take the baton forward. So I'm mainly their mentor, or you can say I'm their motivator. That's it right now in the Mamaarts.
Sir, you have put in a very strategic and a very empowering management in your company, and the way you described it. And what I also know for a fact that people have to play a very big role in the company's success and expansion. And what I see in terms of the management, you have a great team there and they're highly motivated. So what is your secret about people's management area?
Sonal, I don't know. Frankly, what I feel is that your path has to be the righteousness. You should choose the right path. And you will always be connecting with the people, with your mindset, and right people. That is my basic mantra of life, just be on the right track, be on a straight line. There are no shortcuts in life. Things will take their own time. And this thought process makes it very easy for me to manage with my people here, my management. I can definitely struck wonders with them with this philosophy. And in due course of time, they have also started realizing, because I really communicate from my heart. I just cannot use my head. Never. I've never done it, even in my business. So I think that's my big secret. And it works. It has worked fantastically well. And the level at what I am today, God willing, I don't need to change myself. I'm very happy with this righteousness policy.
I believe you have kind of laid the complete foundation of the Mamaarts, and not only Mamaarts, the way you have laid the foundation of the complete cluster in Jaipur with so much of experience and at some of the big leadership positions that you have had in your in the past. And personally, I have witnessed you as a president of GAIR, and under your leadership, the way things were being done, the kind of areas that you had brought it, and the kind of vision you set up, I'm sure it's going to be a lot easier for new team members, the current leadership team also, because the vision has been laid down in a very, very righteous way. So it is slightly more easier for them because the predecessor has already laid down the foundation, the grounds, and now it's just the upward curve. And I hope that is how the people management team has been bring out or has been brought up in a remarkable way. And that's the true leadership in this particular area. Now, just to understand one key area of your company believes in green and sustainable infrastructure. What steps have you taken in this particular area?
See, Sonal, I've been telling you, you have to change constantly with times. But now the time has freeze, you have to have the technology upgradation, the green area, you have to think about the environments, all the compliances if you really want to work with good store business, because now it is mainly stores business internationally. All wholesalers are almost wiped out. So to sustain in the market, you must have to do it, and we constantly have been doing it, small things like LED lights, even electrical vehicles for the material movement from one factory to another, rain harvesting, maintaining green areas in the factory premises, solar water heaters, electric boilers. It's a different ball game now, and we have already crossed that stage with help of Snowdex and Gagan Kapoor and Nimesh Dave. They've been briefing us, teaching us, upgrading us, and we have come to a level. Apart from this, just for your information, I have a 1 megawatt solar plant in Haryana. I've installed that, for the green energy and for the clear energy. So the process is on. We keep on doing something good for the environment, good for the setup. And it's a process, as I said. We have to continue with it.
Brilliant. So I know that there has been a lot happening in Jaipur prior to COVID. And, in the COVID times, people have evolved and, a lot has happened. So how has been the last 1.5 years in the COVID times? So though I remember the days when I visited last in Jaipur was in Feb 2020. So how has been the journey in the last and how your company has coped up, have been coping up in this COVID times, and what kind of changes you have adopted?
So from the last 35, 40 years that I've been working into this garment line, you won't believe me, I have not even had a single holiday, not even a single day off in my 35, 40 years career. So during this COVID time, I had the best of the timing, absolute holiday, free time. To be very honest with you. But yes, after some time, my body started paining. I used to take Combiflame, Crocin, remaining at home, and I lost 8 to 10 kg weight during COVID time.
Oh, okay.
So I said, no, nothing doing. I just instructed my people, my old bunch of people, staff that I have, the seniors now. I said, if you want, I'm paying you. But if you all want, you please come. I will make the necessary. So 40, 50 people used to come every day to the factory. I had system to control access, gate checking, sanitization, 100% masking, workplace sanitization. And, that's how I started moving into even during the COVID times. And my people, they were very supportive. They were all there just to, And secondly, I have become a master of Zoom meetings, during COVID time. I had the best of it. I video calling with my staff and suppliers. And I thought things will remain like this for a long time. And then suddenly the lifestyle also changes, So certain things which were most important earlier, now they are not important at all. So just to keep my efficiency, my body moving, my mind moving, this is how. But it was a tough time, to be honest with you. Yes, COVID.
I can completely relate to the fact that it's been a tough time. And I remember last year when we had a conversation, in June, and it was just one of those days wherein things were not coming in order, and orders were not reviving. So there was 3 hours, 3 months of anxiety which was coming in, and how the future holds it. But as you rightly said, the way you have adopted to it and the way you have evolved in the times, and you have taken up that time in a very, very subtle way, and you have briefed out your team, you channelized everyone, even the complete association, because everybody was looking forward to the what is going to be next and how we are going to cope it up with the association. The kind of measures that you were doing was completely remarkable. Just wanted to understand, one more area. As a leader, the person who leads by example, and you have done a lot. If you can share some of the key success stories that you have, or key contributions that happen in your, journey as a leader, both in your company and as a, in various associations that you've holded the post.
So there's no point blowing your own trumpets. You
No, I
know.
mean, all the people who are there in the room are members, and I'm sure everybody want to know. Some of them were missed some things. So
Sonal,
yeah,
during this all, I agree. Whatever you're saying is fine, but personally know very well. Like Snotex was absolutely on the payroll every time, bothering them, because that was the time. How we can go for the technology. See, COVID is there. Factories are
yeah,
closed. Goods are not moving in. So now
yeah,
what to do? What to do? So just upgrade your factories. Install these systems, get in touch with the people who know what it is, because I, being, as I told you, is a jet guy, knows very little about technology, because my time was a non-technology day, and then things are improving, got in touch with you people, and we have done so many seminars, so many things about softwares and ERPs, and uh, you have been a witness to it. Always it was mainly through you people only. And thanks to you for upgrading my fraternity here in Jaipur. We have been largely benefited by your feedbacks and details. So it's good. Like it was a very satisfying tenure. Whether I was a Sitapura president for 9 years, because it's a 3 years tenure, and then I just continued for 9 years, and then I decided no. Now, people might say that I am a mafia and I'm not leaving the chair types. So I just handed over the baton to the my young brigade people. Same was in Gear, Gear also. So once if you lead an organization, an association, you have to lead from a front, my friend. You just can't take it, कि हाँ, नाम हो गया or कर दिया. That is not in my personality. If you have taken a brunt, you have to take it. You have to live up to it. So I've done good. People are happy. They respect me. That is more than important for me. That's all I can say. I don't want to quote what I have done. Yes, one thing here I would like to quote. So sorry. Gear, in a place like Jaipur, Rajasthan, the mindset of exporters is very, very poor. I repeat, very, very poor. They don't have a good long-term planning types, how to go about it, how to, this is what I personally feel. I may be wrong. Some of my friends may not be happy if I say that. So what I have done is I have requested the state government to allot us a 4,000-meter land for the upgradation of the members, gear members, garmenting members, in which all the domestic people have also come. There, I'm going to hold, it's already almost allotted, my friend. Let me share it with you. It is within a couple of weeks' time, we are getting that allotment from the government. For the members, so basically members have to be upgraded. They should know how to go about it, because market is very, very tough. Pricing, it has to be cost effective. And without technology developments, upgradations, you just cannot survive in this export market right now. So, Sonal, surely we will be needing your services very soon. I'm sorry, I'm not praising you, but it's a fact. You have a fantastic team, and we will be definitely needing your services in due course of time. So, this one fact is there, which I am doing for my community, for my fraternity, which I really feel proud, because we have been trying for this for almost 2-3 years, and finally we have got hold of the government, and thanks to government, RICO, they are very supportive. The industry commercialate is very supportive. So this one thing is going to happen very soon before Diwali. This I would definitely like to quote.
Wow, that's a wonderful news, and I'm sure all the members who are attending today's session, they will be more than delighted to know the kind of this particular area that is coming in. And as you rightly said, the only area, one thing, and I would just like to take a small, extension to what you rightly said. Um, as a fashion community, as a textile community, we invest very little in our knowledge and our upskill development. We all spend a lot of money in for our kids, for their higher education, and I'm sure a lot of people spend money for their kids and overseas education. But when it comes to their own upgradation, they don't look at that seriously. And because the person who's driving the ship, if he does not upskills in sales, the ship cannot sail faster. And that is exactly where, me also as a textile entrepreneur with 20 years of experience in this industry, I finally realized that if we were to, progress, we have to think it from a different way. And that's where a box one has to go to a box three, and you have to come through a box three kind of an ideas to come up with the industry. If it does not sustain itself over the course of the next 5 years, 7 years, we will be losing out a lot of share to the other markets. Right now, what we see is there is a lot of opportunity which is coming into our country. It's just how we adopt to it. That's very, very important. And technology will definitely play an important role. So my sincere request to everyone who is listening to this session, please upgrade yourself, please upgrade your processes and your infrastructure. You don't have to invest into the physical assets. It is more of a skill development, which is important. And that is coming at a very, very low cost. And it is only going to pay in the long term. So I'm sorry, sir, it's your...
You put it very, very rightly. You put it very right. And this is the need of the hour. Jaipur people have to, fraternity people have to really think on these lines, Sonal.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, sir, before we wrap up this session, any final piece of advice that you would like to give it to the community at large?
Sonal, the way I am, whatever I have been doing, I will definitely like to share. Be good, be kind to every, whether he's a helper or whether he's a CEO of a company or any big guy, doesn't matter. Be good and kind to him. The good deeds, they always come back to you stronger, 10 times more. And it's a fact. I'm a living example of it. I came into this industry, knew nothing, and today God has been very kind. So basically, it is all the right approach, the thought process. Then the feeling of brotherhood amongst the fraternity.
Absolutely.
That time is gone when people used to hide their buyers, hide their technology, hide their setup. They would not like to share with anyone. That era is gone now. Come forward, share your good deeds with your fraternity people. Maybe them may not realize that. They might think it the other way around. But at the end of the day, they will realize that you're an honest guy and clear-hearted guy, and you really love them. That spirit. And then work hard, my friends. Always. Your funda should be very clear to do future in your life. It has to be like that. Then the
Absolutely,
teamwork.
sir.
Then the teamwork. I'm sorry.
Then
the staff, within the family, it's a teamwork. When me along with my team, Asim Singla, he was my general secretary during year time. Along with my EC team, we changed the concept of I. It was always we, team gear, we, Ma'am Arts. It's never I. These are very basic things, you know, which end of the day affect your everyday working and they improve accordingly. It's a very small piece of advice. Production, family friendly policy. My friend, if you are asking for a piece of advice to the community, family friendly policy. UNICEF people approached me just 6 months before, and they were working on this policy. We held lots of seminars, representations, meeting with the association people, because I have been working on this philosophy from the last 35, 40 years till today. It's a family friendly policy. Now UNICEF has come out with this slogan, you know, it's going to come very soon to you also and all the to be very different in world to be successful. Last but not the least, take care of the Bezuhan, stray dogs and cows. It's a small piece of factory, love, you know, for them. That's what I've been doing, and I'm just sharing it with them. But funda has to be clear, upgradation has to be clear, movement along with the constant times has to be there to be successful with all these qualities. Be good to your staff, to your people, to your fraternity people. That's what I think. That's what I've been doing, and I will keep on doing it till I am alive. God bless. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Rajiv ji. And it was wonderful, wonderful knowing your life journey. We have some questions also being posted. So before we just start taking, I see there is a question. Before we start doing it, for all the members who have joined us today, if you think these kind of sessions add value to your knowledge and plays a little bit of role in your life, please, leave a small comment so that we, as part of Team Sotex, keep bringing out some such sessions to you. Sotex team has just shared the link in the chat box. Please leave your comment and reviews about this today's session. So let me just now start taking some questions which have been pop up. This has been a question being asked by Mr. Janet Sagi. After so many crazy ups and downs in the life, in terms of business, what made you get up and move every single time with a smile and every single time?
Let me share it with you. Jannat Sagi is my daughter, you know, settled in Jalandhar.
Okay.
So she has seen all the phases of his father, you know. So I don't know, Betu, I told you, like it's always like you have to be on a straight track, you know, straight mind, positive thinking good about everything, and automatically the path is clear. That's what I feel, and that's what you have seen me doing it like this, because I'm same in the family also, and I'm very fortunate to have a, you know, joint family. My brother is with me, my mother is with me, and it's like, as I said, friendly family policy. So it applies to my home also. Betu, you know it. So please don't bother me anymore. I'm already, you know, after 2, 3 years, I've been on the Zoom and thing. So please, yaar, chhod de yaar mere ko. Sorry, in a light humor.
No, thank you. So there is a question from Mr. Angad Suri. Sir, what is your thoughts on manufacturers suffering from post-COVID deficiency of orders?
See, it's a phase, Suri Saab, to be very correct with you. It has happened to most of the people, but have faith. Just relax. You know, this third phase syndrome is just hanging for the time being, and let's hope so that it's for a very milder patch. But next year onwards, my friend, you have to sustain for this 4, 5, 6 months. But I mean, October, November onwards, there's going to be plenty and plenty of orders. This is what I feel as I'm connected to so many associations and direct buyers. So don't worry. Just take it easy. Just sustain. Just try to live up to somehow or the other. I'm sure October, November onwards, the orders are going to flowing in a great way.
Yes, sir, you have rightly said the orders are flowing in, and honestly, as a part of the Sotex community and as a platform, since we also get to connect with the members not only within India but from the communities outside, most of the buyers are actually very bullish about India as a country. They are actually eagerly waiting to connect with the right set of supply chain. And that is exactly one of the initiatives that we've launched in institution with 10 times. They reached out to us asking us, Ki, we want to connect to the right set of suppliers in the supply chain. We don't know about it. We cater to hundreds of industries. So you'd be our front face in finalizing the right companies. And that is exactly where, if your story is right, if your infrastructure is right, all you need to do is invest some amount of money in yourself, in your digital assets. Be ready to showcase your factories, your productions, your designs in the right spirits. And the opportunities will keep coming to you, whether it is through Sotex or through any other platform or through directly from the buyers also. All you need to do is be ready. The times have changed. People will not be traveling for a very, it's not going to be something which is going to happen very soon now. So you have to upgrade yourself to survive in this particular area. And the people who survive, honestly, they will have a very bright times. And as Rajiv ji rightly mentioned, you just have to be patient, innovative in your complete approach. Um, I see some of very good comments coming for Rajiv ji, Harish.
Small
Yeah.
one thing, like just for Mr. Suri to say, you're holding some buyers meet, and you're assuring meeting, connecting directly with the company, 10 buyers each. I just read couple
Yeah.
of. So why don't you brief here? Maybe Angat wants to join, he can be part of it, na? And let it be brief to all the people who are there already on the show.
I'll take about a minute and an opportunity once again to share this particular opportunity to everyone in who is present in this room once again. For all the people, and especially this is for an opportunity for garment exporters. We are sharing this opportunity in particularly two categories: women's wear and men's wear. September 13th and 14th is a women wear, and September 20th and 21st is a men's wear. This is one of its unique kind of opportunity where you do one-to-one meeting with buyers. It is not a virtual exhibition, it is a buyer-seller meet. The 13th September is for women's wear in the Middle East. So you will have Middle East buyers coming on the 13th September. 14th September is again a women's wear for buyers coming from Europe, particularly on this day, 5 hours of meetings. And this is going to be for exporters. These are only limited to 20 exporters with the track record of minimum 5 years and ready to display. They should have a ready for a digital display. We as a part of Sotex and 10 times, we will guarantee you 10 meetings over the course of next 2 days for the women's wear, and for the men's wear it is 20th and 21st. 5 hours of meeting, we will get you connected, and if there is anything that you do not get or you get less number of buyers, proportionately we will refund you the money. So that is the kind of work and the homework that we are doing with 10 times to ensure that Indian exporters tend to gain in such opportunities. So anyone who wants to connect, please connect with the team members. We will share the link separately on the emails, and WhatsApp also post these meetings. Team Sotex may have shared it in the chat box, or you can leave it on the if you have interest, just leave it a message, your phone number or an email address on the chat box, and Team Sotex will get in touch with you on this particular area. Lot of other people have shared their regards, wishes for Dhawanji. Harzari Ramji has shared it, Purushottam ji has shared it, and then we have Mr. Sri Ram Dinoha, he has shared things. Ashish Ahuja ji has given his thoughts. Harish Punjabi ji has given his regards to Rajiv ji. Lot of inspiration. Everybody has been inspired, and I know, as a matter of fact, As a person, I have met Rajiv ji personally. I have seen his leadership style, and I can really, have very high regards the way he has driven the community, and the way he is open to the new concepts. Not many people are open to the new concept, but he is very upfront. The moment we talked, I shared with him the concept of SOTEX and how we are helping. He was very much upfront, and that's kind of mindset a leader, I would say, should have. And all regards to Rajiv ji here for this particular support which was given to us initially by Rajiv ji as well as from Aseem ji in our initial journey. Along with Naveen Advani ji, when we started our journey 2 years back in Jaipur. So another question which is there, I'll quickly take on this question. This is from Mr. Dalpat Lodha. How can you smile and stay happy all the time? So, Rajiv ji, this is for you.
Sir, Lodha साहब, हंसते हंसते कट जाए रस्ते, जिंदगी यूं ही चलती रहे, खुशी मिले या गम बदलेंगे ना हम, दुनिया ये हमारा गाना. This song is of Lodha साहब, me, Arif bhai, Kagzi Exports, Pawan ji, Pawan Exports, Ahuja Saab, Ahuja Overseas, Suresh Agarwal ji. We have a group of 5 Ratans, of Jaipur. So we all, whenever we meet, we just enjoy life and we sing like this and enjoy the evening always.
Very inspiring, very thoughtful, and I would say this is the kind of baton that is being passed on now. Such leadership, such journey, such an awesome journey that we've heard both on the entrepreneurial side as well as a leader for the community. And as I say, I stay and I always be very, very highly thankful to Rajiv ji for the kind of leadership and the kind of measures that he continues to take and still has not stepped down. He said he's always about the community. And that's the kind of leadership that we need, not only in one cluster, I would say in all the clusters. If these kind of leaderships comes up, I would say we have a very bright future for our country. And the kind of legacy that has been given out to us as part of these measures over the course of time, I see it's a responsibility on us as young entrepreneurs or the entrepreneurs or the current entrepreneurs, I would say, not only the young, but everyone should stay young at heart and young at mind. So if you stay young, you will be ready for new changes, new technologies, new innovations which are coming in the industry, and we will keep striving on. So with this, I would say it's a constant innovation which is required, and the inspiration which is being given by the senior leaders like Rajiv ji. With this, I would like to say thank you once again to everyone who has joined us in today's session. Rajiv ji, any final words from your side that you'd like to share?
I think I've spelled it all, I've said all. यही है कि the dedication, the motivation, the upgradations, they are the gist of life. And family bonding, mind you, that is very, very important. Family together, you can stuck wonders the way I've done it. Maybe if we had separated, we were alone, I don't know what would have happened. But the strength, so today I'm able to hand over my baton to my brother, and to his son and to my son. You take charge. So this is the family bonding, the family relationship. And that's how you should work in your factories also. The same fraternity people are your family. You have to take care of them and just see the results. As I said, good deeds, they come back stronger to you 10 times, my friend, always.
Absolutely, absolutely, sir. With this, I would say thank you once again to everyone for joining us in today's session. We really, really appreciated your time and your patience of being here. And special thanks to Rajiv ji for coming in, sharing his journey. It was very inspiring, very motivational for everyone. And I would say it's a lot of takeaways from his journey and the lessons that he has done, how he has evolved as a leader, how he's evolved. He's seen the tough times and the successes. And that is the journey of an entrepreneur, I would say. Without the tough times, you don't become an entrepreneur, you don't become a leader. So keep getting inspired, stay in tune with us. Sotex continues to bring such stories to you every time, every month. Please come and join us on some of these kind of sessions. The next session is going to be on our tech innovation. This is going to be a session where we are sharing a journey of how the fabric can be transformed into fashion without doing any physical work. Without doing any physical work, how you can transform the fabrics and raw materials into fashion, and how you can showcase your productivity to your buyers, to your designers, to everybody in your fraternity who would like to buy from you. So these are some of the concept, new age technology concepts that we are bringing in. So please stay in tune with us. This is next Thursday, same time, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. With this, I would like to say thank you once again to all the members who are joining us today, and thank you for sparing your valuable time. Thank you, Rajiv ji, for being here with us and giving us your journey with us.
Thanks, Team Sotex. It was very nice to be on the, on the Zoom once again after a long time. And God bless all. And I would say, like anybody, all my fraternity people know that I'm always there 24/7. But anybody who wants to have any advice, thought, whatever, is more than welcome to call me or get in touch with me. Not a problem. I'm always there.
Thank you once again for this. We are closing today's session. All the members who would like to get in touch with us, we will be sharing the link to you on the WhatsApp and emails. Please let us know in case if you are looking out to joining any of these events. It's already restricted to 20 people. 7 members have already joined in for this Buyer-Seller Meet from Rajasthan itself. And we look forward to more participation coming in. We'll be closing out the entries by 31st of August. So that is going to be Tuesday. Should you have more information that you require, please stay in touch with us. Thank you once again for joining us in today's session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, all my friends who have been there on the show, God bless them. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello.
हाँ जी सर क्या बात कर रहे हैं सर